أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم الحمد لله رب العالمين. Ramadan Mubarak, dear brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as your brother Imam Abdul Azeez from the Community Life Center of Human Excellence, Masjid al-Adam in the Bronx, as Shifa Incorporated. We want to wish you a happy Ramadan and that Allah blesses you to have a complete one. Today what we'd like to talk about is something very simple, dear brothers and sisters, and that is doing Dawah during the month of Ramadan. In the Quran, Allah calls our attention in the second surah revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or the second set of ayat revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam after Surah Al-Alaq. After the first 5 ayat of Surah Al-Alaq, Allah reveals Surah Al-Mudathir, and He gives them, I think, the first 7 ayat of this particular chapter. Ya ayyuhal mudathir qum fa'andir. And I want to say this. This is how the faith began for us. The very second revelation of the Prophet ﷺ that was revealed to him, the first one was read, get some information. But the second one was Kum fa'andir, arise and warn. Arise, then warn. Get yourself up and then go warn the people. Go tell the people about this. And basically, the Prophet ﷺ was commanded to do Dawah, to go share the mission with other people. Despite the Quran not completely being revealed, despite the Prophet ﷺ not having the stability that he had in Medina, in Mecca, despite the Prophet ﷺ not having the great numbers behind him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered him to go do some Dawah. He ordered him to go and call some people to Islam. And that's what he did. He went out and he began to arise and warn. He went out to the marketplace. He went out to the Kaaba. He went out to the places where you see this heavy socialization and saw the people gathered who knew him as the truthful one, the trustworthy one, who trusted his opinion up until that point. And they knew him. And they generated this certain opinion about him that they promoted throughout Arabia, that Muhammad was an honest man, that Muhammad, we know him, we trust him, so much to the point that they utilized his opinion to solve a problem they had that could have caused a neighboring tribes to fight amongst themselves, where the Prophet ﷺ entered the Kaaba and they utilized him as a means to resolve an issue regarding the black stone. And so he had them all raise him up and place it there. But this was the solution that he had for them against a solution that they couldn't come up with. They were at odds with each other, and they knew that this was a situation that would have caused a war, that was a potential war situation. And so the Prophet resolved that. This is how much they respected him up to the point until he received revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, Allah knew that he was going to receive this kind of pushback, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him to arise and warn at a very early age in the mission. The mission was very young at the time, and the Prophet ﷺ was told to go and arise and warn, to get up and warn. Warn the people. Share with them Tawheed. Tell them that Allah is one. Talk about the day of resurrection. Talk about the day when the debts are due. Talk about rising from dead. Talking about being held accountable for your own actions. It's very important that we understand that, dear brothers and sisters. The second revelation given to the Prophet was about going out telling people about the mission. And so it is our job, dear brothers and sisters, to duplicate that by doing so during the month of Ramadan. What better time is it for us to share with other people, share with our family members? Some of us have family members that are not Muslim. Some of them are of other faiths. Why shouldn't we share with them the beauty of Islam? You don't have to be someone of scholarship to do dawah. Just tell the people what Islam has done for you. Tell them what Islam has done for you. Tell them how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved you. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you what it takes to be who you are today. how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has shown mercy to you by choosing you for Islam, and that the Islam that you have is the greatest thing that you could ever have in your life. Share that with the people. Tell them about what Islam has done for you. And if you can do that, dear brothers and sisters, then you're ahead of the game. That can act as a Dawah mechanism. That can act as an icebreaker. That can act as a means to secure some level of awareness and understanding about Islam to those people who don't know. Where you share with them that you don't have to be someone of high knowledge or some level of skill in order to have a faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us to get the most out of what He has given us. And to that we say Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Arise and mourn.